Hey, hi everyone. Welcome to this new lesson on Confluence. So today we are going to cover two topics. One is table of content and another one is expand. And the requirement is we want to have a table of content that lists the headings from document and also help in navigation. We want a collapsible feature to allow user to click and expand detail to view content, right? So these are two requirements that we have. One is to have a table of content for the document. And when I say table of content for document, that means maybe you have a documentation or a handbook that is created and you want to create an index which has all the headings from the document, right? And also you like as and when you click on the headings, you should be able to like reach to that particular section within that document. And the next is we need to have a collapsible feature, which is like you have 3 to 4 lines and you want to collapse those 3 to 4 lines into one, so that anyone who comes to that particular location, and if he or she is interested to know like what's the detail, they just click on that particular I would say button, and it expands the detail so the individual can see what's there inside. Okay, so this is the example that we take. So okay, so Donald is a project manager where he has a lengthy process document and he wants to create a table of content based on the headings in document. All right, so there might be multiple headings present in the document which has the necessary information with regards to that particular topic, right? So he wants to create like for example there's a paragraph, a heading within paragraph, and then there's a heading with another paragraph. And what Donald wants, it's he wants to have a consolidated view at the top of the page, the gray one that we see, which lists the heading 1 and heading 2, and as and when individual clicks on heading 1, they are immediately brought to this heading 1 with paragraph, and similarly with heading 2. And right, so this is with regards to the process document. And another situation is where Donald have we might have talked about the risk register, right? So there's a risk way which has a section called as comments, and the project managers enter details and history about the risk over in comments, right? So what the project manager wants is he wants to create that particular cell to be collapsible, right? That when I say that, that means whenever someone comes over there, it's only if someone is interested, he or she clicks on that expand button and they see the details, else it's always collapsed, right? So these are the two examples that we will be exploring now. And let's get to the Confluence and see how we can achieve this. Okay, great. So right now I'm under project ABC handled by Donald, and we are in a document repository, and there is a document which is a process document over here. Great. So let's get started. So what we have used is we have a complete let me refresh this page. Okay, and so we have these headings: process documentation benefits, provide structure, reduce costs, best practices, right? So what we want to do is, rather than individual scrolling and finding out a particular heading, we want a table of content to be created on top. So whenever someone comes and if he or she wants to just I would say get to the specific section of that particular page, like they can just click on it and it directly takes them to that particular part, so that they can just read through what they are interested in. Okay, so let's click on edit here in the top. We go to insert, and we have another way we can do a /. It lists all the macros, table of content. So this is the macro name. Click on edit and you see here. Okay, so this has already like automatically it has pulled all this information. So let me go through what do we have over here. So we something minimum heading level and maximum. So that means what all headings do we want to show in our table of content. So that means, if do I just want to show this process documentation benefits like best practices, or do I need to show this improve communication, provide structure, reduce cost as well, right? So to understand that, first what we need to understand is what all different types of headings do we have, right? So just come over here. If you see process documentation, on the left top corner you have something called as text styles. So it lists what all different headings that we have, right? So for example, this is at the moment heading 2, and when we come over here, improve communication, that's heading 4, and these are just normal text. Okay, these are all normal text, right? So this is heading 4 and this is heading 2, and similarly if you could scroll down, heading 4, these are all heading 4. That means the subheadings are heading 4 and the main section is with the heading 2. Okay, so now we have two situations. Do we want, okay, so do we need to create a table of content with just heading 2, or do we need to create something which has both I would say heading 2 and heading 4? Okay, so let's see how we do it. So if you scroll down, minimum heading level, right? There's a minimum heading level to report in the TOC and maximum, right? So minimum is 1 versus 2, and what I want to do is I don't want to see the subheadings. Okay, so we know the subheadings are H4, which is heading 4. So what we want to do is so if you see over here, for example, we'll list headings up, the maximum heading level to report in the table of content TOC, right? So minimum is 1 and the maximum is 3, so we are excluding heading 4. We click on save. I just click on publish. You see, we are just seeing the main headings now. And I was talking about, like, if you want to just go to this section, you click on it, it takes you to this particular section. That's how you can navigate, right? So now what we want to do is we want to see the subheadings as well in the table of content. So I come over here, I say 4. So we want to see all the headings from H1 till H4. Okay, and we can just click on save, and let's publish the page. You see this now. Isn't that great? This really helps when you have this process documentation created within Confluence and you want to navigate through the page. It really helps the user while doing it. Right. So that's about okay. Before I end this, let me explain one more thing. Right. So you might be thinking, how do I convert? Maybe if I have a verb which is a normal text, can we convert it into a heading and of a different type? Yes, we can do it. This is very much similar to that we use in Microsoft Word or Excel, right? We have this, we just highlight a word, particular word, and we just come over here and just make it as heading 2. That's how it works. Okay, simple. Let's publish this page, and now let's move on to another macro, which is an expand macro. Okay, and how does it work? Okay, let me get back to risk. Great. So let's take an example. So this is a comment section, and let's say we have a lot of information. I'm just typing random stuff. So example, you have, okay, so you have 4 rows over here, right? And whenever someone comes to this particular Brisk page, they see like 3 to 4 rows, and maybe it was a huge, like something like that. Okay, there is a good amount of information present, right? So I'm just giving an example, and the same thing can be applied if you have a huge process document and you want to collapse based on section, so that if someone wants to read it, only then they click on it and read about the information, right? So those kinds of I would say those kinds of examples as well can be achieved using this macro. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to apply a macro that collapses this particular information into single line, and whenever someone wants to view it, they just need to click on it, it expands and they see the details. And how we do it is we again come over here, insert, and then okay, let me get back. So we come to insert, and then we have something called expand. Let me this over here rather than putting this. And let's cancel this part. Let's remove this for now. We type, okay, and let's publish this page. Let's see what has happened. Okay, this heading, and we click on this, we get this details, right? So this is quite a helpful part, I would say. So rather than having multiple uh, lines and lines of information, we can collapse the entire section into one. And if someone is interested, it's only then they can just click on it and view the information. So that's how this expand macro works. And even this is quite helpful while you are dealing with the huge information, and you want to collapse those particular section based on the heading. So we can definitely do it using this expand macro. Okay, so that's all for today's session. I hope these were the informative ones, and you can utilize this whenever you are working on Confluence. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day ahead.